Yes, I may be a therapist, but guess what? I am not immune to struggling with self-acceptance. Even this morning, I was looking through one of my friend's websites, and he is a very successful therapist, has a great practice. He's always been a few years in front of me, so I've tried to use him to mentor and help me. Well, in the last several years, he spent a lot of time doing tons of public speaking, and he's at the point now where he travels nationally to share the things he knows, and he shares them very effectively. He's wonderful. And while I'm happy for him on the one hand, on the other hand, I used the whole comparison trap to look at myself and say, gosh, look what you're not doing. Look at how you're not out there sharing exactly what you think and feel, other than through the video blog, but I'm not really public speaking at churches or various venues like he is. So I started to feel disappointed in myself and struggled with self-acceptance. Then I started thinking, yes, but we live in this age of self-acceptance. We need to accept who we are. I'm just not a public speaker. I'm just not somebody who gets out there and does that. Then I started thinking even more about self-acceptance and realized, wait a minute. No, I haven't done it because A, I have a family, and B, I'm a little bit scared of it, if I'm going to confide in you. I mean, we all are scared of something, and that's one thing that makes me kind of uncomfortable, so I sort of avoid it, or at least don't try to go after it. And I realized, gosh, we all have things about ourselves that we say, oh, those can't be changed in the name of self-acceptance, but I think we hide behind that to some extent. Take a look today and think about what you're hiding behind self-acceptance that really is something you need to work on. It might be something really ugly. You may be addicted to pornography, you may be stealing things, you may be doing drugs, and you may be telling yourself, well, that's just who I am. I'm just a highly sexualized person, or I just get an enjoyment out of stealing things from people who don't really need them, or I have to use drugs. I have a chemical imbalance and that's how I fix it. I don't know what thing you're hiding behind self-acceptance, but do not use self-acceptance as an excuse like I have been. Get out there and make a change and be honest with yourself. On the other hand, don't ignore the concept of self-acceptance where you need to let it be. There are some things about you that are just God-given, and you cannot and should not want to change those things. Whatever race God had you born into, wherever you were born, whatever family you were born into, you have no choice about those things. Accept those things. That's the way you're made. So I wanted to share this with you today because it's so on my heart, this concept of self-acceptance and what it does mean and when it's an excuse. I hope that helps you this week.